Hey, coming up right now, a school principal gets dragged after a promotion is announced.
Also coming up, Mr. Britney Spears is looking for a big payday, but no one's hiring, not even his wife.
And later, Rocky makes it to the Vatican and he offers the Pope a knuckle sandwich. We'll explain.
All this and so much more right now on Daily Flash.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English. Welcome you to Daily Flash. Ready for this day? How are you,
Yes,
Jackson?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited about this. I love, summer's over. Everybody did all these traveling plans. There's a story out of Singapore. Singapore Airlines. This couple, they went on a flight out of Singapore. 13-hour flight, okay? When you get there, now you sat, I'm sure, and sometimes with all your travel, you sat next to some unsavory people.
Yes, it always happens.
Well, they were on this Singapore Airlines flight for 13 hours straight. And when they got in there, for first hour or so, they were seated next to this dog that they said had a huge problem with snorting, drooling, and farting the entire time.
I've had dates like that,
Right,
sure.
yeah, right. So, but imagine being stuck 13 hours next to that thing. So they go, listen, we can't do this. They paid for Economy Plus, not first class, but Economy Plus, where they get a little extra room.
Sure.
And they go, a flight attendant, we can't sit here. So they moved them back to Economy. So they had a couple seats set aside for Singapore airline employees. Well, they took the rest of the flight way back there, while this dog got to sit up and
In Economy Plus.
snorting and farting and doing all the things that these smash-faced dogs do. So they land, they go, this is unacceptable. They said they want a full refund altogether. Do you
Yeah.
think they should get the full refund?
I think so. I mean, I think that's fair. If you pay that kind of money, they should have been upgraded to first class.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't think they had any rooms or seats available
Yeah.
in the story I had read. I think maybe a partial refund. I think still they did get from point A to point B for 13 hours.
That's true.
But maybe something as a gesture of goodwill, at least maybe refund the money.
Now, I'm a dog person, so I can appreciate a dog being able to travel on a flight, but not everybody is. And
Exactly.
I'm wondering if this couple was aware they'd be seated next to a dog for 13 hours.
It seems like in this day and age, if they knew, you have to pretty much put your whole life on when you buy a ticket.
Yes.
If you're going to buy a pet, then it should be, hey, noted, this is going to be a pet. And maybe, what if that person was allergic to it?
That's the thing I was thinking too. What if you're allergic to pets and you're sitting next to a dog for 13 hours?
Or a cat or whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll find out what happens out of all that. Here's what else is going on in the world. An elementary school in Oklahoma facing some major backlash after hiring a school principal with a questionable past who also doubles as a drag queen. The superintendent of the state of Oklahoma has called for immediate termination of Chantel Mandalay, and that's in quotes, who is known to read storybooks to children at local libraries while performing as a drag queen. The 52-year-old in question is actually Dr. Shane Mernon, who has a very controversial past. Now these are reports, have revealed that Mernon faced child pornography charges, which were later dropped. The school district has defended the hiring, emphasizing the individual's past qualifications. However, it's the connection to child pornography charges that have parents questioning why he was even considered to begin with, regardless of whether the charges were dropped at all. So apparently it got to a point to where it was enough evidence for them to have charges against that person.
Yeah.
Whether they might be true or not, we don't know. But even still, if that pops up, I mean, that could really, if somebody can maliciously go after you, that's one thing. But I think this is such a big deal. I think cops probably did a little investigation.
Well, and these charges, I think, are more than a decade old, but still, I think it's fair that parents would want to know that. I think transparency in this day and age is extremely important. And I'm just questioning whether or not that was the best decision on that school administrator's part.
Right.
And what if they had come out and said, hey, we understand. You always have to get in front of something like this. True or not, the charges were lobbied against this guy 20 years ago. So I think when it comes to elementary school students, you need to be transparent.
And I think, which is funny, using transparent
Yeah.
by that. But it's interesting that maybe I would have shied away if he still did that. You know what I'm saying? Because it is calling attention to you, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding, going in and reading to kids as in drag.
Look, and I love a good drag show. There's no question about it. I mean, they're great. They're great entertainers, right? But they're really more for adults. And I will tell you, I've had conversations with a number of my friends who also perform in that kind of industry. They don't understand why any drag queen would want a 6-year-old as an audience member.
There you go. That's a good point.
It's to them, it's like it's adult entertainment. They don't need to appeal to elementary school kids.
It's hard enough not to cuss around these guys.
Yeah, right.
So
Exactly. Pope Francis is apparently a huge Sylvester Stallone fan. Take a look. The Rocky star visited the Vatican and met the Pope alongside his wife and 3 daughters. The video shows Stallone and Francis quickly throwing some fake punches with each other, as the Pope told the actor he's a big fan. Stallone's visit to the Vatican took place ahead of his new Netflix documentary titled Sly, which is billed as an intimate and unexpected look at the early life of the action star, as well as his reflection on his decades-long career.
He has one. If you say what you want about Sylvester Stallone, but this is a guy that, man, he's a writer, he's actor, and he's staying busy. He's closing in on 80. He's got to be, right? In the 70s at least?
Yeah, I think so.
So good for him.
I think we've got some sound from it. Let's take a look.
Siamo cresciuti con i vostri film.
We grew up with your films.
Ready? We box.
Well, there you go. He's all dressed up, looking his Sunday best.
Oh, you better work. Actually, I wonder if the Pope's like, I have no idea what you're saying. All right, let's do some couples news. It looks like Britney Spears' estranged husband, Sam Asghari, is apparently currently looking for a job after filing for divorce from the pop star. Sam is considered a, quote, out-of-work actor, which everybody is with no writers, right?
At this point, yes.
With that ongoing Hollywood strike involving writers and actors, his career is now going to be permanently on pause. He wrapped up filming on his only project just a few weeks before the strike. 29-year-old left Spears after 1 year of marriage. The fitness model wants a big payout, despite the fact that he actually signed a prenup. The ex-Mr. Spears is threatening to go public with embarrassing information about Britney unless he gets paid, and that's sad that they have to do that, but they look at that as what they have in their back pockets.
Isn't that extortion?
That's exactly what it is.
And here's a guy who's a fitness trainer, and really nobody would have known who he was unless he had married Britney Spears, which he did. So here we are, and that's the situation.
All right, yeah, it seems like no matter what, divorce is never a pretty situation, no matter what. And you had to know that going into it and say, look, you knew what you bought when you got married. You know what you got into. So I can't see that he didn't know that this would obviously not go the way he'd want with somebody who might not be in the right state of mind.
She's been down this path before with Kevin Federline and others, right? So she's no stranger to a prenup. And I think in some respects, she's probably smart in that she made sure he signed that prenup before they got married.
Well, that's one good thing. Hopefully
we can hope, right? Well, you may have heard the saying, betting on a horse isn't the quickest way to lose money. It's also the surest. Well, same goes for owning a horse. And I can attest to this when it is one expensive hobby. However, hobby horsing, on the other hand, is inexpensive and does not require people to provide hay, grain, care, and housing for a 1,200-pound equine friend. It's now grown a big following in Australia. While the sport attracts a big preteen crowd, hobby horsing, here you go, some adults are getting into the trend. The equestrian sport is free from actual horse ownership and responsibility, so we thought we would take our hobby horsing to a new level with a daily flash derby. Let's head to our derby room and check out our contestants. I believe Mitch is joining the guys there. All right, here comes Mitch. We've got Matt in the cowboy hat and James also. Hobby horsing. All right, gentlemen, on your marks. Get set. Okay. Hobby horse. Let's see you. Come down the hallway. Well, Matt looking fine with the form there, the white shoes, the cowboy hat, and the little bolero tie there. Mitch looking professional and a little lost. Here comes James as he bounces down the hallway, doing a little fancy footwork there. Looking good, James. And he goes back for another round. They're all coming down the runway with more hobby horsing on the way. Matt stepping it up. Mitch following Matt's lead there. Oh, no, we've got a hobby horse down in the hallway. Can he get up? There he goes. He's doing his best Aaron Rodgers. Let's hope he didn't pull anything. All right, James is back into it. Here comes another round with Matt and Mitch going toe-to-toe. Mitch adding an extra hop in there. Oh, and Matt doing some fancy footwork there. Couple 2 steps on the way down. Here comes James hopping down the hallway. There he goes. All right, I think it's time to choose a winner. I'm saying for form, I'm going to go Mitch English as he dashes into Mitch for form. For speed, I'm going to go James. James for speed in the hobby horsing. And for style, we're going Matt Doolittle. Good on style points. All three big winners here in the Hobby Horse Daily Flash Derby. Gentlemen, take your horses back to the stables. Woo! All right. Stay with us, still more to come here on the Daily Flash, your source for trending news, entertainment, and hobby horsing. All right, we're back in just a moment. Stay with us. Hobby horsing, it's inexpensive and fun.
It's time for What's New, Dr. Frank. And you know, in the world of gadgetry, as well as technology, and some say wizardry, there is one guy that has all the answers to that, of course, is Dr. Frank Vigiano. He's joining us now for What's New, Dr. Frank. How are you, Dr. Frank?
I'm great, Mitch. How are you, man? So good to be back with you guys.
I'm so fantastic. Since I have you here, I was playing football the other day and I pulled my Achilles, and I got to tell you, I am limping and I don't know what to do with it. Should I put ice pack on it, or what? Keeping it elevated, or?
Mitch, if you had an Achilles heel injury, you wouldn't be talking to me about it now. That's a major injury, brother.
Oh.
I think you pulled something else.
Well, so I need to talk to another doctor, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm going to refer you to my brothers. They're both physicians at the Mayo Clinic, and they can handle that. But you know me, I'm a product doctor.
I know, and
That's
I love
what
the products you got here, man.
We got some great stuff, Mitch. This is really, really cool things that are current. Now, a laptop is probably one of the most important purchases you'll ever make, especially an investment for school. And you want to get something with a lot of memory if you can, at least a minimum of 8 gigs of RAM. You also want screen quality nice and bright. You want it to have good battery life, very important. And you want the fastest processor you can afford. That's important. And also solid state drive. I can't stress that enough. It's not a moving turntable type drive like the old guys. It's all solid state, so there's no moving parts, and you want it lightweight. And we've got a video to show this LG Gram, which has every single thing that I just mentioned and even more.
Cool. This thing is really neat, very thin, right? Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, very thin, Mitch, yes. The LG Gram, basically, it is only about 2 inches thick, if you can imagine that. But the laptops are designed for performance and portability, unbelievably thin and extremely light. They have a brilliant 15.6 OLED display, which is organic light-emitting diode. And OLED, by the way, is considered the best screen in the industry. LG now has it in their laptops, Mitch, in the Gram, which is amazing. Vibrant detail, deep, vivid, rich colors, and has Dolby Surround that takes it to the next level. And again, thinnest LG Gram yet, 1/2 inch, Mitch. That's it, and only 2 pounds. And it's top rated #1 by Consumer Reports, and you can learn more by visiting LG.com.
I love this thing. It's really, really cool, especially going out and taking it to school or maybe even to work as well. LG.com is where you want to go.
Exactly.
But you got that. You want to make sure you're protecting yourself. You have the hardware. You want to make sure you're able to use it.
More and more as time goes by, they're saying, gee, I've been compromised with my bank account, credit cards, different things. And most important, their identity. So Acronis basically has introduced something called Cyber Protect Home Office. It's an all-in-one protection for your home, Mitch. It combines cybersecurity, secure backup, and privacy. It's a reliable, efficient, easy way to protect and manage your computers. Very important. Mobile devices as well as your digital identity. It combines backup, AI-based security, and identity protection with one simple tool. It's an intuitive interface. It makes it easy to use and protects your identity, which is important. I've mentioned that several times. And personal information such as social security numbers, financial details, etc. It provides advanced protection against cyber threats, malware, ransomware, and phishing. This thing's amazing, Mitch. I've been using it. It's pretty cool. It's AI-based security protection for your digital world. And listen to this. $49.95 per year is where it starts.
Oh, wow.
That's only $4 a month. And you'll see other plans as well, but you can visit Acronis.com.
All right, Acronis.com is where you need to go there. I want to switch gears a little bit because fall is the time where I get all my clothes, the new set of clothes you can wear, like the sweaters and stuff, but keeping them clean because you still get them really dirty. You got some things, especially about getting back to school. You want to make sure the kids look good, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And, the parents are part of going back to school, man.
Yeah.
They got to get their act together as well. Absolutely. And, they're probably looking for, the laundry. Is everything, does it work? Is it good? Well, LG's just introduced a front load laundry pair. It's a smart front load electric energy star dryer, and it has a sensor dry and steam technology with built-in intelligence and Wi-Fi enabled, Mitch, which is so cool. It refreshes clothes and eases wrinkles with steam in between washes. It's a smart front load Energy Star washer, which has Turbo Wash 360. It has built-in intelligence with AI, which takes out the guesswork, and it detects the fabric texture. How about that? The load size and the soil level. It detects all that. That's how smart it is.
Very cool.
And it has an automatic dispenser that cleans up to 31 loads with one fill-up of detergent. Now that we're back here, Mitch, I want you to see, this is the Energy Star logo. This is what it looks like. And LG is basically, they've got them on most of all their appliances. Very important, saving energy.
All right, we got about a minute and a half left here. I got to talk about air purifier because it does so much with allergies. You got something that could help out.
Right, this is Sharp. It's their true HEPA air purifier with Express Clean. The inside air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outside air, according to the EPA. It's ideal for a dorm room, small rooms. Look for certifications like the Energy Star AHEM certified test and the California Air Resource Board, which is certified. It has a dual filtration system, a washable pre-filter. It has a true HEPA filter, as I mentioned. It captures 99.97 of all dust, smoke, pollen, mold, bacteria, and small particles. That HEPA filter may last you up to 2 years. It has fan speeds, it has Express Max, and it has something called Sleep, which is perfect for dorm and bedroom. Only $99.99, available at shop.sharpusa.com.
Protecting the home is important as well.
That's correct, Mitch. This is by 2GIG. It's a security and automation system, and it's part of the NICE brand. So it's setting a new benchmark in home security, face recognition, and Bluetooth disarming. For secure, hands-free convenience, it means the system can be disarmed by face recognition at the panel or by using Bluetooth on your phone. It eliminates remembering a code. It has smart home integration. It supports locks. Listen to this: lights, thermostats, live viewing of video cameras on high-definition display. It's field-driven technology. It's backed by over 3 million panels out in service in the country, and 35 million devices are currently installed. They've been a leader in residential security since 2007, and please go to 2gig.com for more information.
Dr. Frankie, thank you so much. We'll have these links and so much more. You can go to Dr. Frank, or What's New, Doc, actually, and of course our website at dailyflashshow.com. Just click on more information. Thank you, Doctor. We'll be back with more right after this.
Welcome back to Daily Flash, and this is the first ever segment with me, Matt Doolittle, called Doing It. And I'm taking you, get it? See, it's a play on the words there with the last name and everything. I am taking you on my magical trip to Europe. Yes, my fiance and I took a trip to Europe. We went to France, we went to London, we went to Liverpool. Unfortunately, the Beatles weren't there, but oddly, a man trying to sell me a free ride on a yellow submarine to see the Titanic was, which I quickly turned down.
Good.
However, this trip really opened my eyes to what the rest of the world thinks of America. I've been outside of the country nowhere except for Epcot or the Bahamas, where it just feels like a cheap version of Margaritaville.
True.
Yeah, R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett. But Epcot was good enough. I did go to all the landmarks and take pictures. I'm putting those up of Epcot stuff. So I really got to hear what the rest of the world thinks of us. I do rather stand out with my annoying American accent that I didn't know I have, and no idea how they could tell from Florida by the fact that I was looking for gator snakes and walked right through a little rainstorm that fell on us. And I yelled, "America," every chance I got, you better believe it. But they look at us like a reality TV show with our politics, policies, and why by stealing their royalty. Yes, they really think we stole Prince Harry. They are mad about that.
They can have him back.
They would like him back. But they look at us as a full-blown reality series, and I heard it from every Uber driver, bartender, shopkeep I met. They think the Kardashians run Congress, the Real Housewives of Atlanta run the Senate, and Johnny Depp is our president, which at this point, I'll take it. So my takeaway overall was this, I was doing it in Europe this time. The food was amazing, the people were lovely, and us in the US need to do a little bit less of acting like a Bravo series. But who am I kidding? This writer's strike isn't ending soon, so who knows? Writing more of our scripts over there anyway, so who knows what TV shows they're gonna get. So it was definitely eye-opening. That is doing it for this week.
All right, Matt Doolittle.
Matt Doolittle, do it.
he didn't get on the submarine.
Exactly. Thank you there,
Yes.
Matt.
Well, it is time now to talk love and relationships.
Indeed, and joining us now is Fabian Macarno from Daily Flash Latino. Got some subjects that we're going to be talking about, and of course, dealing with celebrity couples.
Fabian!
Nice to be here again. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So today I brought in, I call this the OnlyFans effect, or possibly the OnlyFans curse.
OnlyFans curse.
And now, as we know, it's a popular website, OnlyFans now.
I've heard of it. I'm not been there.
So, Mitch, 47% said that dating was challenging as an OnlyFans performer, and 42% said a relationship ended when they told their partner about their job. 31% said they experienced jealousy from their partners due to their financial earnings on OnlyFans. How do you feel about the partner having an OnlyFans account? Do you consider that legit work? Would it damage the relationship possibly?
This is interesting.
Yeah. Because, like, say 10, 15 years ago, you would say, no, you're a porn actor.
Yes.
Or an actress, whatever. And nowadays, people make a living doing going on social media. There's no matter what you say or even how you feel about social media or these websites, they are a business and people are doing it. And I think we learned because of COVID, everybody started working from home. And that's, if you think about it, what's the difference when working at home? You're just doing something different.
If you can make $200,000 a year showing people your feet, where's the harm in that? Right?
I'll take my socks off
And
right
that's
now.
right.
Anytime.
That's right. People are learning how to make more money faster than they've ever made.
Right.
And it's just through online
But
pictures.
back to your question, is it work? No.
It's not legit work?
It's not work. I don't think it's legit work.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's some people that, they're on the ass end of a shovel, making,
That's
12
work.
bucks. That's what real
Yeah.
work is.
Digging ditches
And
is work.
I have a bigger question here. Why do you charge so much for your OnlyFans? Can't you at least give me a, insider?
Yeah, you can't ask me because I don't have mine open yet.
okay.
But
I do think there could be a relationship killer.
I think so.
I feel like
if you're not careful or maybe upfront about it, or when it comes to how you meet. Did you meet because of the OnlyFans account?
that's a good point.
Or did you know each other before?
And I think it creates this difficulty for the other partner in order to take them
Yes.
seriously in the relationship, at least to feel like this is a real relationship. It feels like you're kind of playing around with other people. So I feel like it's kind of difficult unless you're an open relationship kind of guy, right? I guess.
If you could do that,
Yeah.
and if everything is up front and you both are adults about it,
Yes.
you know that there's
That's what
going to
I'm
be issues, get ready to deal with them.
That's
So,
right.
there you are.
And next up, let's talk child support today. Kevin Federline is thinking of going to court to ask for an increase in child support from Britney Spears. Keep in mind, Kevin already receives around $40,000 a month for the 2 kids that they share. The amount is predicated on each having the kids 50% of the time, but the reality is that Britney has had the kids for 0% of the time. For years now. The kids actually haven't seen her in 2 years because they apparently stopped answering her texts, and they live with the father now in Hawaii. Now, Sean Preston is the oldest son. He's turning 18 soon, so the support will end for one of the kids, which basically means that they would only need, or he would only need, Kevin would only need $20,000 for one of the kids
I agree.
until 2025. But how do you feel? Should Britney be paying up for this?
I think so. Yeah,
Yes.
you have a child. 100%.
Yeah.
It is because now he has complete control of the kids, 100%.
No matter what, you have a kid, there's a child responsibility for 18 years. I don't care where you're at, and you
Yes.
should want to take care of that. And I know that in the divorce, things come out where you're thinking, oh, they're spending it, I'm giving this money and
Yeah.
they're spending it on them. And it's not always
Some
the
may
case.
say it's
That's why the
crazy.
courts-
A $20,000 amount every month.
It sounds a
there you
lot
go.
to me, yeah.
Fabian, thank you so much for joining us. Where
Thank
can
you
folks
guys.
catch you at?
Oh, catch us on dailyflash.com. That's our new website.
Dailyflashlatino.com.
Yeah.
All right, very cool.
Fabian,
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you. 20 grand a month. Maybe I should just get the OnlyFans account.
I like that.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Mitch English.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment. Mitch, have you heard about this controversial coffee cup test?
No, you got to tell me about it.
So there's a CEO in Australia who is getting a lot of flack online for what he calls his coffee cup test.
Okay.
If you come into his firm to interview for a job, he starts off the interview by taking you into the kitchen and giving you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, whatever it is your pleasure. Once the interview is over, he takes notice of whether you take your own coffee cup back to the kitchen, clean it, and put it away.
I like that because I'm a big person at the shopping grocery stores. People that take their cart backs, I think it says everything about you.
Yes.
I wonder about that though. Like I don't know if I would be. I guess I would ask, hey, can I take this back? I don't know if
Yes.
I'd be comfortable to do, just to get up and go and do it, though.
Right, because that sort of assumes that you're comfortable there
Yeah.
and you're okay to go back to the kitchen. But he says it shows him whether or not you're good at doing even the most menial of tasks.
I like that. Well, and imagine people, when you're hiring somebody, you have your things.
Yes.
You want to know if that maybe
Yes.
for him, that might work. For somebody else, it probably wouldn't. But I love that idea, though. I think that's a great idea.
He says he keeps a clean, sparkling kitchen, but he also wants to know, are you a team player or do you expect someone else to do the little things for you?
All right. He'd make a great mom after dinner, that's for sure.
True.
See if you do that.
Anyway, something to think about on your next
Yeah,
job.
I'm going to be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well,
An
hopefully I won't have
elementary-
to find another job.
Let's hope not. An elementary school in Oklahoma facing major backlash after hiring a school principal with a questionable past who also doubles as a drag queen. The superintendent of the state of Oklahoma has called for the immediate termination of Chantel Mandalay, who is known to read storybooks to children at local libraries while performing as a drag queen. The 52-year-old in question is actually Dr. Shane Mernon, who has a controversial past. Reports reveal Mernon faced child pornography charges, which were later dropped. The school district has defended the hiring, emphasizing the individual's past qualifications. However, it's the connection to child pornography charges that have parents questioning why he was even considered to begin with, regardless of whether the charges were dropped.
And I would hope that anytime you hire somebody, a teacher is one thing, but a principal is another, that they've vetted them very well to kind of see where they're at. And apparently it seems like the superintendent had to know that was going on. You know? I mean, I imagine you could see where they might have been doing it in secret, but it doesn't sound like it because there's pictures that were easily found. So.
Right, and so are the records of the charges that were brought up against them.
Skimming past that.
Yeah, right. I mean, and I think in a situation like that, if you know that's on the record, and how could you not, then you get out in front of it and say, hey, yes, but the charges were dropped. This was the situation. At least giving the guy an opportunity. But if you sort of pretend like you're sort of sweeping it under the rug, I think it makes it look worse for parents who want the truth.
And God forbid, if anything ever did, you knew that there was possibility of that, and you're the superintendent, imagine that what you would have to face for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And that child, if God forbid anything ever happened.
Exactly.
We go now to where star meets bigger star. You figure out who is who. Pope Francis is apparently a Sylvester Stallone fan. Check this out.
Siamo cresciuti con I vostri film.
We grew up with your films.
Ready? Rebox.
The Rocky star actually visited the Vatican and met the Pope along with Sly's wife and his 3 daughters, because the Pope doesn't have a wife and daughters.
No,
right?
he doesn't.
He's
not supposed to. Not that he knows of.
Not that he knows about. Maybe the superintendent should have vetted him.
Yeah, right.
The video shows Stallone and Francis quickly throwing some fake punches at each other as the Pope told the actor he's a big fan. Stallone's visit to the Vatican took place ahead of his new Netflix doc. It's called Sly. It's billed as an intimate and unexpected look at the early life of the action star, as well as reflections on his decades-long career. Indeed, he has definitely kept a career going and going and going no matter what. Came from nothing, worked his butt off to get Rocky out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, he did some questionable movies before Rocky.
Yes, he did.
If you know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
one of those. But that was swept. Nobody ever talks about that at all.
That was a career builder back then.
Back then it was, you're right. But it's neat to see the personal side of people like the Pope, where they're humans too.
Yeah.
Sometimes we put them way up there.
I find it fascinating that Netflix is featuring Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger in these really compelling documentaries.
And that Schwarzenegger thing, watch it. It's really cool. I think Sly's going to be cool as well.
Yeah.
You want to do more of this?
I think so.
All right, stick
I like
around.
it.
We got more trending news and entertainment and fun indeed. Stick around.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Fall is on approach, and after a summer of heat and styling damage, it's time to get our hair back into shape. Here to help us say I do to a new do is celebrity hairstylist and styling expert for Sally Beauty, Gregory Patterson. Hi, Gregory.
Thanks for having me. This summer, we've all put our hair through the ringer with heat styling, ocean and pool water, sun damage, you name it. But it's time for a change, and to get there, we have to start with a true healthy base. So whether you're looking for the season's latest runway styles or looking to go bold to enter a new era, you want to be sure your hair is in its healthiest form. Repair and replenish your hair from the season's changes with Bombar, an award-winning affordable hair care line that rebuilds broken bonds for happier, healthier hair. Bombar's core repair system for all hair types has results in just one use. It protects, repairs, and hydrates hair. The line just launched some new additional care products, including Bombard's Bonding Detangling Spray, Bonding Leave-In Conditioner, Bonding Curl Cream, and first to market, Bonding Blue Shampoo. On and off the runway, it's all about fabulous, rich, and nourished colors this season. The Bombard collection, after thousands of rave reviews of their initial launch, just released 30 shades of permanent hair color that delivers bonding technology to strengthen, condition, repair hair fibers, and reinforce bonds while giving you 100% gray coverage. With a healthy hair base, you'll be able to create and maintain your next shade with ease and confidence that you're addressing frizz, dryness, and more without breaking the bank or your hair. Head on over to your local Sally Beauty or sallybeauty.com to check out all of the latest Bombard offerings and styling essentials and keeping your hair healthy and replenished this fall.
In today's Help My Home, we've got some great DIY cleaning hacks to help you make things look new again. They are simple, Mitch, and affordable.
I like that.
So let's get started with the microwave. Does your microwave get grimy?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to admit it. I think ours all do. Fill a coffee cup halfway with water and then add a slice of lemon. Microwave on high for about a minute. Leave the door closed and let the steam do the work. After about 10 minutes, open the door and wipe away the leftover microwave muck. Okay, so
I don't know how it gets in there because I'm always comfortable to put something on top of it, not plastic, but like a paper towel. That's one thing. I have like a little, it's a steamy mama or whatever it's called. It's this lady, she looks like she's doing this, and you put the same thing set up, and it steams through the whole thing. So it basically, this is the basically
poor man's version
of that, but also kind of like a self-cleaning oven. It does the same trick, except burn steam is taken out.
And you got to wipe it down, and hopefully it takes the stank out of it.
And then when you do wipe it, it makes a nice snack for the kids afterwards. So keep that. Sorry about that.
Let's stay in the kitchen, check on that garbage disposal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Turn on the water with a medium stream. Throw in orange or lemon peels. Run the disposal for about 5 seconds. The citric acid from the peel should kill the smelly bacteria and loosen up any waste left behind. Wait about 15 minutes, then turn the water back on. Throw some ice cubes in. Turn the disposal back on, and it should clear everything out. The ice cubes will act as like a scrub.
Tell me, where does all the food go in a garbage disposal?
I don't know.
Is it
down the drain?
Is it down the drain?
I guess it gets processed and just down the drain.
No one knows.
It's
always, to this day, I don't know what happens to it.
That's a good question.
I don't care. I just don't want it stank.
Yeah, I know. When's the last time you've cleaned your oven?
A long time.
I know.
We had to get a brand new oven because.
Oh, did you really? Okay, so here's a couple of options. First, vacuum out any crumbs or loose burnt material on the bottom there. Use a spray bottle of 50-50 water vinegar to create a baking soda paste and let it sit overnight. Spray extra over stubborn areas. Let it soak for about 15 minutes. For the racks, find a big tub and take a dishwasher pot. Throw it in with some hot boiling water. Make sure the pot is dissolved, then add the racks. Let them soak for at least an hour. You'll be able to wipe the grime clean and your oven racks will look brand new again. Pro tip, use a bathtub to set your cleaning tub in so it's easy to dump the water out.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now we have no excuse not to have a clean house. I love these, Jackson.
Exactly. There you go. Easy breezy.
Easy to go. And we won't go down to the garbage disposal, but guess what? We'll wind up right here. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English along with Andrea Jackson. Do you know it's estimated more than 100,000 people in the United States are currently waiting for a kidney transplant? The National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and the Knox Company have launched the Expand Your Legacy, Become a Living Kidney Donor campaign to raise awareness on the life-changing impacts of becoming a living kidney donor can bring to you. Here's more.
1.5 million firefighters across the country, and they're out serving their communities each and every day. And some of those firefighters are in need of kidney transplants. So we thought we needed to start with our own community, the fire service, tell them about this need, spread the word, and then hopefully their families, their neighbors, their friends will hear the story as well, and the general public if at all possible. And we want to increase the number of live kidney donors who are out there making a commitment to help save a life.
The first step is to at least to try and get tested, whether you can donate or not. It gets a lot of people talking. It gets a lot of help coming in. But ultimately, the end result is whether you can or not, you still can live a happy, healthy, normal life after the fact.
For sports fans, one tradition defines game day more than any other: tailgating. Here's one of the top female pitmasters, Erica Roby, with more.
2 out of 3 sports fans prefer tailgating to the actual game. Leading female pitmaster Erica Roby has more.
Tailgating is more than just a cooler and a grill. It's a lifestyle. A new survey by Atomic Research funded by the Beef Checkoff said 73% of people prefer beef. 69% of tailgaters said a tailgate isn't a tailgate without beef. Beef is clearly king.
Beef is clearly a must-have at any tailgate, but that doesn't mean you have to stick with just the traditional burgers and dogs.
I love showing off beef's versatility. I have 2 recipes here for the tailgate: my birria beef tacos and my smoked shepherd's pie. Now, some tips and tricks that you can do is make sure that you marinate and pre-season and pre-cut all at home. Store in closable, sealable containers. Keep them chilled. Transport them to your tailgate site and enjoy your time with your friends and family.
For more beef recipes, it's what's for dinner.com.
Ooh, I'm hungry now. All right, pickleball. It is America's fastest growing sport, and some experts actually claim could add $400 million to the healthcare costs all in the next year. Here's Tom Webb. He's the CMO of the APP, and Dr. Beth McQuiston with more on dealing with sports-related concussions.
Tom and I are thrilled to be here today talking about concussion awareness. At Abbott, we've founded Concussion Awareness Now, which is made up of 20 different organizations, all focused on brain health. We also focus on trends, and one of the biggest trends sweeping the world would be, of course, pickleball.
And that's where I come in. I represent the Association of Pickleball Players, better known as the APP. We're the world's leading pickleball organization, and here in America represent 50 million adult Americans who've played pickleball at least once. Many, many more now playing the sport worldwide too. I think the reason why pickleball is growing so fast is because there are 3 key elements driving that growth. The first of those is about having fun. Everybody who plays the sport has a lot of fun. It's a sport you can be quite good at quite quickly, so people are able to adapt to the sport very easily, and they get a real sense of achievement about playing it. And they're playing with friends and family and maybe making new friends, so there's a real social piece to it as well.
And the best injury, of course, is no injury. A couple of quick tips to help you maximize your fun, minimize your chance for injury is make sure you get enough sleep the night before, warm up, stretch, and most importantly, don't be a hero. Don't lunge for that shot. Focus on having fun and minimizing injury. For more information about concussion signs and symptoms, please go to concussionawarenessnow.org or checkyourmelon.com and rally with us on concussion awareness. Go to your socials, #MelonPledge.
And for more about pickleball, go to the app.global.
For many kids, back to school means a new school wardrobe. Here to share the best way to create a core wardrobe is style expert Andrea Samber with Cotton Incorporated.
You may be tempted to finish back-to-school shopping now, but waiting will save you money and stop you from buying things both you and your kids won't need or want later. Andrea Samber, Director of Brand Partnerships at Cotton Incorporated, has more.
Children's clothing choices are influenced by their friends. The trick is to take inventory of what's in their closet, ask them what's popular now, and make a plan for the staples they'll wear all year.
Parents plan to spend $378 on clothes this year compared to $520 in 2022.
Cotton is the perfect choice for back-to-school clothing. When you check the label for cotton, you know it's a natural, durable, and sustainable fabric. Building a core collection of cotton essentials like dresses, tights, and leggings, jeans, and tops offers a soft touch and comfortable feel for everyday style. Keeping sustainability and savings in mind, brands and retailers in Cotton's Blue Jeans Go Green denim recycling program often offer a discount on new purchases when you recycle old jeans with them.
Learn more at bluejeansgogreen.org.
There is so much more trending news and entertainment heading your way, but first let's check in with our friends at the Daily Buzz right here on Daily Flash.
Adventure will be the name of the game on Disney's newest cruise ship.
Storytelling is at the heart of everything we do at Disney, and the Disney Treasure is no exception to that. And the overall story of our Disney Treasure is adventure. You'll see inspiration of adventure from real-world locations such as Asia and Africa, as well as fantastical lands like Agrabah from the Disney film Aladdin. We want you to go on your own adventure.
For the first time, Disney will bring its theme park magic on board with the Periscope Club based on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and the Underwater Skipper Society Lounge for Jungle Cruise fans. Other highlights include new theatrical dining experiences based on beloved movies Coco and Zootopia.
This ship will also be sailing 7-night itineraries, which is fabulous. So to both the Eastern and Western Caribbean, giving everyone on board that much more time just to pack in all that magic.
It's set sail December 2024, but bookings open September 20th. Go to DisneyCruise.com to book your treasure adventure. Hispanics born in the U.S. are at higher risk for obesity and diabetes than their peers born in other countries, which may explain why so many suffer from heart disease.
A lot of the, Hispanic communities, there is a lack of quality and good supermarkets that we can get fresh fruits and vegetables from. And so that's going to play a major role in, how we are nourishing ourselves.
But you can still pack nutrition into traditional dishes using pantry items and help your heart by choosing the right oil.
Adding masola to your dishes can definitely help you reduce your cholesterol by 2 times more than when you use extra virgin olive oil. It has natural plant sterols that can help reduce that bad cholesterol. And so it also has a neutral taste.
Go to Mazola.com/heart for more info.
Follow the Daily Buzz on social media.
Hey, before we head into the weekend, we always like to give you our picks for streaming for the weekend. This is where we got to tell you about something you have to check out in your streaming services. Let's do ladies first, Andrea.
Okay, my pick for this week is Glitch, the Rise and Fall of HQ Trivia.
I'm working with these guys who started Vine, and they want to do this trivia show on an app. To me, I didn't have high hopes for it.
3, 2, 1.
This is HQ. I'm Scott, the host.
HQ Trivia was everywhere.
You could actually win real money.
It just kept getting bigger.
Glitch chronicles the rise and fall of HQ Trivia, which swept the nation before it crashed and burned. It drew A-list celebrities and money-hungry players, but crashed and burned, and a major tragedy bookends this tell-all tech tale.
Oh, I'm interested in this. Glad you told me.
Dying to see that. Did you watch our last episode? It was fun.
Yeah.
All right, my pick this week, and trust me, I thought I would be done with these shows for a bit, but it's Ahsoka.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Ahsoka Tano investigates an emerging threat to the galaxy following the fall of the Empire. Rosario Dawson reprises the role that she started in Mandalorian by embodying a character that's been beloved throughout the Star Wars universe. Disney Plus is releasing a new episode every Tuesday. I thought I was done with these for a minute, but it caught me. There's some twists, some turns, spoilers in there.
Yeah. I kind of like having the weekly thing instead of binging on it. It gives you something to look forward to.
I do too.
All right. Dive into the world of power plays, sharp wit, and impeccable style with captivating series. Oh yeah, there's also a now royal princess in it. It's Suits. It's on Netflix. Check it out.
We should hire you. Jesus, I'd give you the 25 grand as a signing bonus. I'll take it. Unfortunately, we only hire from Harvard. And you not only did not go to Harvard Law School, you haven't even gone to any law school.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
Suits lasted 9 seasons, but you can catch 8 of them on Netflix. I believe Hulu has the other season. It's a great series to binge, for sure. That does it for the show, everybody. We appreciate you joining us this week.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
We'll see you when we look at you. Bye-bye.
Good, everybody.
Thank you.